contributing. You got to thank him for that every day.
If the mother wanted to really contribute, he would take advantage of the free education that we, us Americans pay for, and go the fuck back to whence he came and try to help out his own goddamn kind. But he's still over here with his goddamn handout. God bless Donald Trump. We're building a wall, motherfucker. We're going to filter you son of a bitches out.
There should be a travel ban instituted for Puerto Rico.
Well, you're a scumbagger. Your people don't want you. They don't like you. Carlos, the good, real Puerto Rican, says you're a piece of shit and you're an embarrassment to his nationality and his people.
And furthermore, we don't, you and your placating, trying to, well, you know, I'll even denounce my own people just to get in with you guys, the in crowd. Fuck you. Get a clue. Wink, wink. You will always be on the outside looking in, okay? So go back to from whence you came with your free education and educate those dumb motherfuckers and get them up off them dirt floors.
Encinitas is the armpit of all of San Diego.
Oh, really? Well, that's where USO lives. He lives on the south side of PCH in a fucking mobile home.
Well, USO's a faggot.
I know he's never had a girlfriend or anything, but I didn't know that.
This is Lima.
When you tell people who you are, number one, you're not making. Number two, no one gives a fuck, dude. I don't even know why do you even come out here? Do you come out here just to be ridiculed and then go away again? You have some kind of weird fetish about being slapped?
I slapped your mom last night.
Well, Irving.
Just remember, fuck you, KC6UDP.
Right in the dirt chute.
When Irv's balls drop.
Well, if it ever happens, we'll let you know.
Still, I just put in my order on very good American franchise, American ice cream.
Can't you do something about this, Vanilla Gorilla?
At this time, over.
Fag.
Bitch.
Yeah.
You're a bitch, Irv.
Over.
I forget. Lieutenant Daniel.
Syphilis dripping horse gun. And too bad I can't talk to that unidentified station, the one that just made that comment, because I was telling him, nah, his fucked up ass man, he ain't been out here.
That's right, Jacqueline.
Duly noted, Vanilla Gorilla. Hey, Irv. When are you going to stand up and represent? Maybe your balls might drop at that point.
Drop down to his chin off the guy's fucking Tang.
Doesn't Irv mean fag in Puerto Rican?
Yes.
AOG with Henry gone, is Irv the most hated ham radio operator right now?
No, the shit eater Brad is.
Great day.
I say a lot of things about Irv, but I mean, he eats shit when he tries to do things, but he doesn't barbecue it.
Irv rolls with the punches.
And there's a lot.
But there's nothing that can be said about me. I'm well educated.
You're ignorant.
Shit. A whole lot can be said about your left-hand ass.
You're an educated idiot.
Degree in electrical engineering and a master's degree in electrical engineering.
No common sense and can't get a fucking decent signal into the machine or utilize his engineering skills in a practical application.
And the goddamn ignoramus.
There you go.
Not to mention a twit.
We could go on like this for hours, gentlemen.
That's true.
Well, why don't you tell us what a twit is, AGJ, and then we'll stop.
Yeah, a twit is like a little gnat on your neck that bothers you and flies around and comes and goes and, you know, just annoying.
Wrong. A twit, in the Old English definition, is very fitting to Herb because a twit is a reminder of a mistake.
He provides that to his parents every day.
I think Herb's main problem, beyond all the others, is he can't construct or conduct a conversation with someone. Can't do it. Just no way.
Change the I to it. Twat.
Do you attribute that to his English as a second language?
I contribute as him being a fucking brilliant idiot.
That he could read a book and answer a test, you know, and put the answers down. But when it comes to some, you know, artistic use of the language, you know, as you do when you do a conversation with somebody.
Terry, our key.
Are you telling me, Terry, that Irv has no forethought or imagination? He has no conversational skills. He has nothing to bring to the table.
Well, all you have to do is review any QSO he's in. He'll call somebody, and they'll come back to him, and he'll say, "What's going on?" That's it. I mean, he just doesn't. If they construct a conversation, he can participate. But if it's up to him, he can't do it.
So he's a follower. He's not an independent thinker.
You guys got to understand that he's always had somebody telling him what to do. You know, Irv's never had any business to arrangement that somebody already pre-orchestrated for him and told him what to do. I mean, I've hung out with the guy, man. He's very silent when he's in person. Doesn't add much. You know, he's like a fucking bump on the log or something. It's just there.
He's like the guy at the party that no one really knows who he is, and afterwards no one really cared.
So he's the guy at the party. He's the type of guy at the party, and I'm telling you this from experience, where everybody's asking why he's here because, you know, people are partying, they're socializing, smoking weed, and having a drink or, you know, coffee, maybe. And there's Earth standing on the fucking sideline, quiet.
Wow. He has some major personality flaws. Irv, you didn't notice I was speaking, and that meant that you weren't being heard.
Yep. Were you on did you learn how to walk again, OG?
Irv, your ridiculousness is repetitive at best, okay? Everyone's seen me in the last few Birminghams, except you because you weren't there. And they all know that I walk around just like everyone else. I really have no issues. But you can, you know, that makes you feel like I'm closer to your level by you imagining that. Then you go ahead, Irv. Whatever it takes to make you not feel so scared.
Or, you know what, he got laid.
Of course, OG, of course. And, yeah, text messages are coming in. Terry has diabetes and cannot eat sugar.
Well, obviously you have a text message, Irv, because you wouldn't be able to think of anything without one.
Hear that argument about the wheelchair, Mike, when he comes with it. Even that is an example of what I just said. He got that argument from USO on the phone. How do they know that? Because they both told me.
Wow, you couldn't even think of that on your own, huh, Irv? Are you repeating that so often because you're waiting for USO to give you another thought to say?
And, you know, the telephone lines here are open 24/7.
Uh-oh. Irv has to come up with a thought, so he needs a phone call.
During, I don't know.
Are you having phone sex with USO? Is that what it is, Irv? Are you gay?
I am just the messenger.
Why do you talk with a lisp? Do you have a hair lip, or do you have so much estrogen in your system that you have a female lisp when you speak? Is that why you are afraid to have a quality signal, because it would make you sound like you sound in person, which is like a lisping homo?
He marched in the Pride Parade this weekend?
Hey, they don't care if you're a homo. Steve Hoffman came out here for 2 hours yesterday telling everyone he was openly gay. We got Kisses Guys Nuts. Why not you? We don't care if you're gay. We already think of you as a little faggot anyway, so what's the difference?
You think I'm a faggot or whatever you want to think, but I'll tell you something.
Well, you won't tell me something that you thought of because you haven't got a phone call yet.
Don't ask other men for their pictures, OG. Just like you, person.
You probably don't ask anyone for anything because you're, I don't know, you have some weird social phobia where you're afraid to speak to people in person. Were you battered as a child? Is that what it is? Are you browbeat to the point you just flex my shoulder and you quiver? Is that what it is?
What? You got nothing to say. Hey, but you know what? I'll be back, okay? I'll be back again.
Yeah, don't worry about coming back, or just worry about figuring it out, because apparently you haven't done that yet.
But right now, I'll be back.
Or he's going to go squat in the toilet or something. He's asked permission to leave and come back.
How you doing, OG?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful.
That buggy of yours got the front seat taken out of it so you can set your wheelchair in there so you can climb up and get in your wheelchair?
No, it's got two seats and harnesses in it. And it pretty much is my wheelchair.
Okay, I just didn't know whether you walked up to it and got in the wheelchair or if you rode the wheelchair up in it. I just wasn't sure.
Well, you know, I'm getting good enough now where I can set the ramp up and actually clear it completely.
Cool, I've been airborne in a buggy a few times in my days. W6IRV.
Oh, fucked up, Earth. All that education, no common sense.
No social skills at all.
I guess some things just can't be taught in the classroom.
Hey, Eric, what fraternal organization did you belong to at Purdue? They didn't even, he's probably rejected by every organization.
That's not true. He was in a sorority.
Well, that would be cool if he wasn't wearing a dress.
He took English as a third.
Yeah, but he wasn't interested in what they had. Irv likes to sword fight.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm pretty sure you're not talking about like a lightsaber.
A sword fight? What the hell? What a sword fight means is it's only dicks with no slits. You know, you want slits. You want to go to a slit fight party, not fucking dueling swords.
That's kind of like a cockfight without the chickens.
Are you talking about motorcycles?
No, it's not. It sounds like you're gargling fucking pebbles. Dirt, actually.
All right, this should be better. There we go.
Anyways,
J6MFW, listening now.
Hey, S6AGJ, doing
Don't get mad. I'm going to feed my dog. I'll be right back.
here. Cobra 29 for identificational purposes. Yeehaw!
Don't worry, I'm gonna go play with my squeaky.
This is KE6 MFW for legal, legitimate identification.
What a bunch of shit.
Intoxication base station. That's right. That's right. It's Friday night. Drink 'em up, boys. Hey, what's up, Brett? How you doing? DVP here. When you gonna talk to the fucking Negro? The unidentified pieces of no talented shit.
I'm not. If you noticed, I did a yee-haw, and that was about it. That wasn't an address to any illegal stations. That was just a free-flow yee-haw. And the other guy, I ignored.
Oh, Bobby.
I won't talk to Mr. Cobra 29, but much to a bunch of people's dismay, I do get a big kick out of the guy. He brings a little something to the frequency, but I agree. He's got to get himself one of them goddamn ham radio licenses, man. Shit.
Roger, and right on. Thank you for your ongoing support.
Oh, of course, man. I've been in this hobby like, what, 25 years, licensed. I ain't down with no unidentifieds. The squeakies make me laugh sometimes, but I don't talk to them. What can you say? We don't got much left out here anymore.
Into that. W6IRV listening.
All right. A licensed ham station listening. That's great. But since you're licensed, even better if you communicate. Wow, how about that? What a concept. Ham radio.
Wow. Yeah. I'm just on the patio. I'm going to go back to the station in a few, and I can chit-chat a little bit. Okay? W6IRV.
Hey.
Thanks for getting in, and stop on by soon, because, Roger Bly ran everyone else off, and he's looking for new recruits.
I'm A610.
All of a sudden it got real quiet. You hear crickets out here.
Oh, that's because very few can jam me, so they have to listen to me. And it's the opinion of a lot of operators out here that I am boring and long-winded. And, I'm not going to argue with them. K6MFW, what's your call sign, sir?
Kilowatt India 6 AGJ.
Sounds legit to me. Fair enough. Appreciate your opinion.
Mine's KE6OG.
I like that call. That's pretty smooth.
Almost got in there. A610.
Oh, no. We heard you the first time like a minute ago, Terry. But I did hear a little static under my last transmission. So, you obviously tried it a second. We got you the first and the third time, Terry. You're in there, man. We just got to get you duplex, and then you'll never have to question it. It's so nice.
I'm going to get Irv to show me how to do it.
Irv? Oh, I was going to help you when I could, but okay. I don't need to show Irv how to do it. Irv's an electrical engineer, and I believe even an extra class, or at least a general class ham. Even if he's a technician, he should be able to figure it out. So
He's a no-class asshole that speaks English as a second language.
Okay, I wasn't finished. But he should be able to get a guy to be able to duplex. if Terry's going to have him help him instead of me. That's all I'm trying to say.
I was being facetious.
Yeah, listen to me. Go ahead, Terry.
Straight.
Do you think we would allow that motherfucker to touch any goddamn thing? Fuck him.
Hey, man, I don't know what people are going to do out here. I offer my help when I can. I do what I can for my brother Ham. And you know what? Fucking, if Terry told me he was going to let Richard Burton come over there and use his restroom, I wouldn't question it. You know, if you heard it on 435, it's got to be true.
What's the echo?
Oh, I got this big Ion Game Day fucking portable speaker. I'm out in the patio by the pool, and it just makes it so much easier to listen. And I try to talk right on top of the mic element so it doesn't echo on you guys, but you know, I've got it loud enough so I can hear over the pool pump that I'm not running as bitchin' as I normally usually do. I'm kind of sloppy. Like, who always used to echo? ZKZ. And, and USA. He's famous for echoing. So, you know, it's my turn tonight. At least for a little while. Once the pool shuts down, I'll turn down. Oh, my God, what a long-winded explanation. But now at least you thoroughly understand. Where the hell is USO tonight, man? I've been indisposed of the past couple nights, and I'm looking for some thorough entertainment, and the only person out here that seems that can provide it is the world-famous mobile power station, USO. Has anybody heard him out here lately? Whether you like him or not. Maybe you could help me know if he's to be expected this evening.
I haven't heard him. Maybe he's in his trailer in the trailer park there in Encinitas on Jasper.
Oh my.
You know, he lives in a trailer park.
Hey, man. I don't know where he lives. The guy won't even give me his phone number, dude. So you know what? I like the guy. I'm not going to participate in this.
Now, just give me a little bit. I'll give it to you for him.
That echo sounds rookie.
I know. But if you stick a fucking couple of little squares of four-way, or, you know, get yourself some green. Get yourself some green gel, maybe some blue gel, or some blotter.
How about some hair gel?
In a couple hours, it is stereo actually, but it comes to mono. Mono. God damn, I'm losing my data.
Well, I got to tell you, MFW, I might take a picture of my new socket set and my new DeWalt 3/8 drive impact.
Oh, please do, man. And text it to me. And text me the bucket of stuff that you got. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it next week because I got a lot of running back and forth to do for Mom and stuff and Dad. But I think the week after that, hopefully, I'm going to get to finally run to the valley and pick up my little car. And on the way back home, I can swing. What the fuck? On the way back home, I can swing by. if it's not too late. Wow. What the hell's going on out here? Echo and data loss. It's an ugly combination. Is Terry not behaving himself out here?
Uh-oh, Jimmy's horny.
Doing a great job. He's doing a great job, Terry. He's doing a great job, Jimmy. It's me that's being really fucking sloppy. Really sloppy.
All right, I'm going to send you a picture of my not impact sockets, but my standard socket set.
That's exciting. All right, copy. I want to see everything. I want to see the whole toolkit that you got for the vehicle too. Show me the new additions that you got for the garage. And I've always been curious what your little mobile tool pack looks like. You know, if everything's metric on it, or if it's metric and American, like most of the 80s cars and 90s cars I work on. You know, I'm curious to see what your emergency toolkit looks like for that thing, man. I vaguely remember, I think you showed me a little stock roll-up bag or something that was supposed to get everything done, but I'm sure you've got your own little specialized.
Check your messages.
Yeah, send me some text. I'm going to shut up here for a little bit because, you know, I'm really hoping USO will pop in here. And if I keep jabber-jawing, he'll just say, fuck it. And he'll go and get a nice fucking movie or something and stay in. So I don't want to be the reason why USO doesn't come out. And I'm really lit and long-winded, and I acknowledge it. So I'm going to do something about it. K6MFW.
Look at your text real quick.
Okay, hold on. It just came in.
Nice move, OG.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
You're riding a Polaris, get yourself a fire extinguisher and a big tool bag. X3s are cool.
Right on, man. I got the X3.
I got an X1.
Fucking nice, man. Holders and everything fit in that box perfectly. God damn, dude. You've got every fucking oddball size there is, huh?
You name it, I got it from 36 millimeters to like 3 millimeters or something. From 1.5 inches to fucking 3/16. And 6 point, I even have 8 point.
Nice.
Wow. Are you sure it doesn't drop down to like 2 and 1 millimeter? Did they did they?
No, it doesn't go that small. But, yeah, that's all 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch.
That's nice, man. What brand?
That's the Craftsman 299 sockets.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking about that. You got it for like $300. Yeah, dude, that's a nice looking setup. I hope to Christ that Craftsman is still as good as they used to be. That's all my tools are. I don't have any Snap-on or Mapco. Whatever the fuck it's called. Matco. I have mostly all Craftsman and some old World War II Proto because I knew the ratchets were indestructible. I've got a couple of 1/2 inch drives and a couple of 3/8. Because the Craftsman ratchets always breaks. I Snap-on ratchet, and I just saved that for Tate spots. But anyways, very nice, man. I'll be right back. I got to run in the house. I won't be able to hear because I got a speaker going through USB out here. I'll be right back. K6MFW Intoxication Rambling Base Station.
Son of a bitch.
I have a Craftsman ratchet wrench I had as a teenager. I broke it finally. I'm 60 years old. They gave me a brand new one for no questions asked.
They have different ratchets. I have the good ones. They have the little thinner ones, and those don't break unless you abuse them. They're better than the cheaper ones that come in the drawer, but they got a few different grades of ratchets.
Me and nobody asked me a question. I just said it's broken. They gave me a new one.
Oh yeah, that's the way it is. It says Craftsman on it. That's all it needs. And here, we'll give you a brand new one, and they throw the broken one in a bucket.
How do you break a wrench, sir?
Ratchet. The ratchet. It wouldn't hold anymore. It's a ratchet wrench.
Cop?
Stuff wears out.
Yeah, for some metal defect. You never see that. Good.
No, it's always abuse, but that's okay. They don't care.
Let's put it as 40 years of use. It'll finally wear out.
That's right.
Yes, and that means it's a very popular, important tool for you.
Well, it means you needed it replaced.
I wrench on my own stuff all the time.
Yeah, me too. I like wrenching on shit. On my own shit.
Yeah.
That's my next project now. I ordered the S3 Racing out of Louisiana. What's up, Carl, Kyle, if you're listening in Louisiana. I ordered the S3 Racing front gusset kit and transmission mount brace and a shock tower nose piece and bushings. What the fuck up? And then, stand by, little Hans Hoffman. And then, now my next project is I got to drill out like 100 and something rivets to get rid of the stock skid plate and put a thicker one that you can take on and off with screws.
I wonder why they don't line up one of those holes in the skid plate with the oil drain plugs. It doesn't make any sense.
I know. Every time I think I got it figured out, I always spill a little inside.
I'm going to drill in a hole in my skid plate just so it lines up.
You know what? Some people took and they just cut out a section right there, and then they got like the same material for the skid plate and just like overlapped it on the inside and screwed it on with screws.
Let's get a hole saw.
A huge hole there. What's going to get through?
Well, that's the only problem. That I don't know. Your skid plate. I don't know if it's thicker than mine, but mine. I don't know what I hit, but you can ask MFW. We go through some shit, and I did hit something that actually made a scratch mark on my tranny case through my skid plate.
Yeah, no, 2 weekends ago I talked to Brett and Sean on 80. So, I don't know. If you're ever out there, let me know.
But the back's kind of wore out from 2 seasons, so I'm going to go ahead and replace that, too, this time.
I've pretty much worked every... Hell yeah, man. We drove the fuck out of that thing. I think we got balls. Well, I was just sitting there watching the speedometer. Fucking 87, 80, and then break loose in a turn. The thing had spin up to 97. Those fucking things got a lot of potential, man. Which is the way it is right now. It's sick. Make it much faster. It'll be dangerous.
Dude, that's flying.
Not in that thing, dude. It's like fucking riding in a Cadillac or a Lincoln with air suspension. The thing is smooth. I've got a rotten back, dude. I was real hesitant to get into it. We went over a few whoops. I was like, all right, we're good. Go for it. I didn't even hang on. I was like, fuck it. This is great. Just hope nobody pulls in front of us. Having a couple of...
Yeah, the problem is you get sideways or out of control or something, and at that speed, it just you got to eat up some terrain to get everything back in order. Sometimes you don't have that luxury.
Keep it tidy.
But yeah, no, we were tearing it up. Wait till I double gusset that front end, and I got a gusset kit I'm getting for the back. It's not really that necessary, but what the hell, beef it up a little bit. And I'll have all that done by the time we go out next time with a new fresh, thicker, beefier skid plate that I can unbolt and shit. And then I think I'm good, man, except for they have this intake that aligns everything, because right now the way the turbo's fed, it's like fed through a small hose that's offset. This new intake, which utilizes the same Donaldson filter intake and airbox, aligns everything so that there's like no. It's like taking a garden hose and sucking air through that, and it changes it to like a fire hose. So there's like no lag or resistance for the feeding the turbo.
Does it take any like sharp turns out of it? Because that would be beneficial too.
It actually stock has a bigger diameter hole on the air intake and has a smaller diameter hole on the turbo side. And they're offset, so you're sucking air at a 90 and getting these weird, effects inside. This eliminates all that and makes it like a perfect straight line with the big diameter the whole way right to the turbo.
I gotcha. So it's going to get the turbo vertical. So when you're going through the turns, it doesn't fucking do weird things and slow down or speed up. Roger? Or fuck that. Copy?
Fuck that. What it's going to do is it's going to allow the air to feed from the airbox to the turbo with less resistance and less weird bottlenecks.
All right. That's good too. The less turns, the better.
Like I said, it narrows down and it's restricted. It's if you saw, you'd have to look at the diagram of it, but I'm thinking I'm going to do that too.
Create a little more suction on the intake side.
No, it will create less suction on the intake side because it'll have more volume of air to draw from.
So, CBD's been good. Okay, yeah, that's what I would normally think. But I don't know much about these little things, so okay, cool. So right now they've got it restricted, and you're going to open it up. Stop.
Well, yeah, yes, and essentially that's correct. Essentially that's correct, but it's like taking your cast iron. What I'm going to do is take my cast iron fucking stock fucking air intake and throw it down, and I'm going to put on like a fucking polished Edelbrock intake.
I gotcha. Well, put the old intake in the bucket if you have no use for it. I'm sure you want to save that for emergency backup.
That's one thing I haven't got that yet. But that's the other thing I'm thinking of doing for this time before I go out. And then the only thing I have to do is if I want to step up horsepower or anything like that, they have all the stuff for that. And that's now that they've been running it for a while, they're getting pretty good longevity and everything. I mean, they actually have one kit. Mine right now is 156 horsepower, 156. The next year's version of mine was 172 because they stepped up the fuel pump volume and remapped it. And then they have all the aftermarket tunes, and now they have one that'll step it up to 400 horsepower.
Jesus Christ. 400 horsepower on the street will put a fucking pretty good smile on your face. 400 horsepower in the dirt in that little buggy? Holy shit, with the all-wheel drive? Fucking crazy.
Failed to do so and actually have a good...
Yeah, 400 horsepower at the wheels.
That FBI asshole, and they convict him of actually...
Sick, man.
Immediately, just...
They got YouTubes of it, and it's pretty sick, like you said, but I'm sure that that will affect longevity. But not really, because they change everything out. They change out the injectors, put bigger injectors. They put a bigger turbo on it, new, hardcore, better, bigger, intercooler with intercooler fan, a bigger fuel pump so it can feed those bigger injectors. And then they just remap it, and they're getting 400 fucking horsepower.
Wow, man. What about the bottom end? Still got a lot of potential, or is that about max? Or they got reinforcement kits and shit?
I think the bottom end is fine. These engines are used in aviation, been around for a long time, the Rotax engines. They have the one I'm running is an 899 cc version. They have a 1300 cc version in a Sea-Doo. And the 400 horsepower, they bumped the boost from like 6 pounds to like 22 pounds of boost.
Nice. Very cool. So that little block's got a lot of potential.
Oh, yeah. And check this out. They're running E85. They're doing that on E85.
Yeah, a lot of guys are running E85 now and throwing some mixes in it. It's getting pretty popular. I haven't sat down and learned why. Probably because of the alcohol base. But, yeah, it's certainly getting popular in the fucking racing world.
Even that big car I have, the big RC car, the engine I built, I'm running 110 VP. But I could have built it differently and set it up for E85. It would have had even more horsepower.
Sounds like you put every